And even sometimes when I'm doing a whole day of lectures in some classes, I can't even do 30 slides in a day. This is 66. Wow. Yeah. Can you see it? Look here. One of 66. So, I'm only saying this because some students get bothered. Now, that lecturer, he just speaks through the slides. He doesn't use the slides. Yeah? So, you're going to have to trust me as an international marketing professional and practitioner. I will teach you what you need to know. Some of the slides are examples, some of it may be straightforward. We won't waste time, we just skip it. Whenever I need to give you the knowledge, I will promise you. Okay?
Cool, thank you.
So,
let's recording today.
No, I'm not recording today. I decided to record the other group. So, what I'll do, I record you one day, and I record the other group the other 1 week, and I record the other group there. I mean, that's tomorrow. Yes, I have international month. Yeah, 2 groups. Yeah. So what I do in order not
to, is it too much to be in one go?
I don't know, you get the numbers, yeah. There's quite a lot of them. They fill up one classroom. Yeah. So because of that, otherwise it's a little bit, I'm a bit constrained when I know I'm recording because I have to, do all sorts of things. Zoom and all that. So today no recording. But there will always be a recording in the folder. But one will be you, one will be the other group.
Yeah, I watched it last week.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Did it look okay? Really? The sound was okay.
Yeah,
but the picture was not good.
It got blurry at times.
It got blurry at times. So the picture wasn't good, but the sound is good.
Yeah.
So if a student doesn't come to school, they just follow the slide home. And especially when I was doing something on the board, it was showing here. There's all sorts of things. I'll try and improve it as we go along. I'll use more tricks and all kinds of things. Okay, so here we are today. We're going to look at trends. But before we go into trends, what do we mean by trends? Because at this level, you guys are strategic people. You're supposed to be looking at things strategically. You're supposed to look at the world, the entire world strategically. And you've also got to think of your markets as global markets. Whenever you're thinking of your market, I know you guys might say, okay, I want to go and do some business in Kenya, or I want to go and do some business in Argentina or something like that. You're thinking one country. But however, you've got to think of the world now as a global market. Yeah. Have you seen what's happening this week? Nvidia shares are crashing because the Chinese have released a new AI algorithm and an app which is free.
It's more cheap, of course.
And it's been cheaply made for a fraction of the price that AI, ChatGPT and other people are charging a subscription fee, monthly fee. I don't know how much they charge. I don't use them.
DeepSeek.
How much?
No. The name of the AI.
DeepSeek. Yeah, the Chinese one's called DeepSeek. I need you guys to be aware of these things and to follow what's going on in the world. Yeah. So, have you heard of DeepSeek?
Yeah.
Everybody here heard of it? Sammy? No. You haven't heard of DeepSeek? DeepSeek is a new Chinese algorithm software for AI.
The competition of ChatGPT.
And I think they're doing it on purpose. I think they're supported by the Chinese government. Then I'm not a conspiracy theorist, trust me. But the Chinese government tends to support Chinese industry because they're competing with the United States. They have a vision. China have a vision to become the world's largest economy. And so by gradually killing the big companies of America, like Apple, Google, Facebook. Do you know that up to now China doesn't allow WhatsApp in China? I have a lot of friends in China I do business with, and they say to me that I should join WeChat.
Yes, they always say that.
Oh yeah.
I do.
You do business as well, and they ask you to download WeChat. And I said to them that I tried, but it didn't. The Chinese are also putting blocks as well.
They use WhatsApp, not in every.
So they'll find a way. So they go by the back door and they use things like VPNs, and they manage to use WhatsApp on their phones. So the Chinese are restricting. They want to restrict the success of the Western countries in China by either copying their technology and then trying to be, because for example, Boeing, Airbus and Boeing are the two main commercial aircraft manufacturers in the world right now. They have almost all of the aircraft.
Just like in Dubai, you can use WhatsApp,
Yeah.
but you can't make call.
Yeah, because they
You
receive
can't
the
call
WhatsApp.
from WhatsApp.
You don't
You
call.
can just text each other, send messages, but
Okay.
you can't use it to call.
All right.
In Dubai, yeah.
Well,
They can receive messages, but you can't call them, and they can't call you on WhatsApp.
even if you're using your own data.
Yes, you can't receive calls on WhatsApp in Dubai.
No?
How did that make us in Dubai last time? I think last time, since when? This must be a new, because last time I was in Dubai, I could do it.
You can chat.
No, last time I was in Dubai, I made
And
phone
you
call.
made a phone call.
Yeah.
That's very strange.
But I'm not sure whether I did it directly from my own phone. I didn't use WhatsApp, but I used my phone. Probably I didn't use
WhatsApp because it's been like that for a long time.
For a long time.
You can make a call and you can do chats, but you can't make a call.
All right, I have another SIM card called Lebara. When I travel, sometimes if I have issues, then I use that one for my
that's what I use when I go. When I go to Dubai, I use Lebara.
Yeah, and then you can make a phone call. So I have a feeling, guys. I'm saying I'm raising my hand. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, okay? But hear me out. Do you feel that it's possible that the Chinese government, the Chinese Communist Party, because the competition, intense competition with America, it's almost like the thing is almost like an obsession. You know when somebody's obsessed with something, they just cannot live with the fact that they are not the largest economy in the world. And they just hate the idea that America is several trillions dollars ahead of them in the South. They want to overtake America. And I've heard a lot of commentators going up and down saying that they believe that China will overtake America within the next 10 years as the world's largest economy. You guys believe that? Are you guys aware of these things?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I need your cooperation because this is what today's lecture, that's what today's lecture is about.
Well, now Trump is a businessman, yeah. So probably he's now already thinking what to do next.
No,
They strategizing.
Yes. But Chinese Communist Party is the agenda of the Chinese Communist Party to dominate
The world.
Yeah, that's true.
The only country standing in their way is the United States.
It's America, yeah.
Because China has overtaken Japan. They have overtaken the EU. Now they're gunning for the US. And so that's why Donald Trump is aware of that. That's why Donald Trump says that why did previous presidents in America allow so many Chinese goods into the United States, and then they're not selling that many goods, American goods, into China? You know what China's balance of trade is? Well, only last week, over $3 trillion US surplus. Only country in the world, in the developed world, with a trade surplus that big. I mean, $100 million, I can live with it. Even $1 trillion will scare me. But $3 trillion trade surplus. It means they are trading $3 trillion more with the rest of the world than what the rest of the world is selling them. Do you understand, ladies and gentlemen, balance of trade? This is an international marketing course at postgraduate level. I need you to know this. If you don't know it, don't be shy. Don't say it's a stupid question. If I say something you don't understand, just ask me. Let me tell you, because I told you after this master's, there's no more education for you.
Now they're holding too much money, which means that they can even influence the rate of the US dollar.
Absolutely. But the US dollar is very difficult to influence because most of the global trading
It's in dollars.
is in US dollars, and also the US dollar is the most stable currency.
But
So
still, they can manipulate.
Yeah, so when I trade internationally, I invoice my clients in US dollars. Even in French countries like Guinea, Sierra Leone, and all these other countries, Ivory Coast, I still invoice them in US dollars, and they don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, because that's the only currency most people understand.
I'll tell you a funny story. Yeah. I was in Liberia. I'm not going to Liberia. I like to carry some cash because my staff always asking me for money. Things I haven't planned. I pay them a salary, but they still want money from me. So I had pound sterling in my pocket. I normally take about 10,000 pounds sterling, and I carry with me. And I went to the bank to change. I gave money to my. They don't know we don't want pound sterling, $1.
Yes.
Then I had to go to the bank
several times.
to go.
That has happened to me several times when I travel.
Yeah.
When I
had
said
to
pound sterling, they said no, we want dollars.
I had to go to the bank to change, and I know I lost money. I know the bank ripped me off because they know, they will rip you off. They gave me a terrible rate. But then I had to then go and change the pound sterling. So I didn't give them much. I only changed about 1,000 or 2,000 pounds. And then I brought the other cash back with me. Because I can't travel with more than 10,000 pounds. They will have to declare it to customs. I don't want all these filling out forms and being interviewed by policemen and soldiers. I don't want to
waste their time.
So I had to go into the bank in Monrovia to change into dollars. Otherwise, they wouldn't accept it. But the craziest experience I had was in Ho Chi Minh City. Ho Chi Minh City is in Vietnam, the South Vietnam. When I was in Ho Chi Minh City and I went out shopping, one of the things I like to buy, the one that goes belts. They make amazing, beautiful belts. So I went into the market to buy belt and then to buy, things for my family. Can you imagine that when I went there, they asked me, do you want to pay Vietnam Dong or you want to pay in US dollars? We prefer US dollars, they said. All right. I pay them US dollars. Listen to this is going to freak you out. He takes the money, he pulls out the drawer, and he gives me change in US dollars.
Oh.
His till is got US dollars in his till. And I paid him US dollars and he gave me the change back in US. So I had changed some Vietnam Dong, but because when you buy a food, the local food and the local restaurants, some of them like Vietnam Dong. I only use that for taxi drivers. I only use that for the Vietnam Dong was for taxi drivers. But all the shopping I did in Ho Chi Minh City was in US dollars. Cash, not credit card.
Cash.
In the local shops as well?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying to you. You go to the local, you give them $100, you pay 75, and they open the till and they give you $25 back in cash.
Do you know why they don't take pound sterling?
No.
They once told me in Dubai and in China that if they take my pound sterling from me at 2 o'clock and they decide to go to the bank at 4 o'clock to change it, they won't meet it at the same rate.
Of course.
They will lose money.
Yeah.
But if it's dollars, it's always stable.
But the dollar is very stable.
Yeah.
That's what.
If you buy from them today and take the money to the bank on Friday or Monday, the rate will still be the same.
Correct.
They don't want to lose money. That's why they don't take pound sterling.
And yet the pound has a stronger value than the pound is stronger than the dollar.
Than the dollars, but they don't want it because it's up and down.
Yeah. I remember. When I started international trade, the rate of the dollar to the pound was $1.50 to the pound, and now it's something like $1.20. So, like you're saying, the value of the pound has dropped against the US dollar. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we are in the world. I need you to be aware of this because I have too many stories to tell you. But the first part of the slides here is about jobs. Like to give you a rough idea on what sort of jobs you can do. Those of you who are much younger and when you finish your masters, you want to go and work you want to apply for a job. These are the sort of jobs that are there. But let me explain to you how the jobs work in marketing. There are two ways. You can either work inside the organization, so like a company. So you can say work in ARU marketing department, doing the marketing for the university within the university's marketing department. Or you can go and work for the National Health Service within National Health Services marketing department. Or you can go and work for another company like Tesco, and you're working for Tesco within their marketing department. Yeah, that's one type of job. The second type of job is to work in an advertising agency. Yeah, the money is good both ways. Okay, it's about the same. You're going to work in the title of the jobs are different. The titles are different. But you're gonna go and work in an advertising agency or a PR agency or direct marketing agency. I told you in week 1 about the bodies that I encourage you to join, right? The charity to marketing, the IPA. Yeah. Did I share that with you?
No, you didn't.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I did or did I not?
Yeah,
No? Did I not?
you did mention that.
Alright, I said when you finish, just if you want an interview, you want to be guaranteed an interview, do a professional qualification after this. Okay? You must. If you want to get an interview, like the Chartered Institute of Marketing CIM, or if you're interested in public relations, you can join the CIPR, the Chartered Institute of Public Relations. Okay. If you want to go into advertising, say in general, you can join the IPA, the Institute of Practitioners in Advertising. So these are professional bodies. But some of you are going to apply for jobs where you don't have experience. What you're going to find is a lot of these jobs that they advertise, by the time you're going for the interview, they've already given it to somebody. But the annoying thing is that they still have to take you through the process and waste your time. Because they've just promoted somebody within, inside the organization, have already stepped into the role. And then sometimes the lower junior jobs that are left, they just put them out and they don't really care. They'll take a young graduate of 22, 23 years old that just left university and they just give them the job. They can pay them 24, 25,000 pounds a year and the young graduate will be okay with it as a starting salary. Some of you are already experienced, but you're experienced in different things. And maybe you are 30 plus. When you go and apply, they look at you with your degree and you have a master's and you're 35 years old or you're 40 years old and they're thinking, we can't give an advertising assistant job to you or we can't give a marketing assistant job to you, which is 23,500 or 24,500. They look at you, they think, there's no way, they know in their head, there's no way you're going to be happy with it. Your take-home pay is going to be less than 2,000 pounds.
They are doing it.
Sorry?
They are doing it.
They are doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the young graduate from university will be okay with it. Because some of the young graduates, they've never seen money like that before. They've never seen 1,000 pounds in a bank account before.
If they live home, don't have to pay rent, have no,
They have no
bills.
commitment.
It's like Christmas for them.
All right. So that's why most of you mature students struggle to find a job. That's why. It doesn't mean that you guys are not clever. You're very smart people. But that's the way the industry works. So how do you jump that hurdle? And I'm giving you the secret. You won't find it in a textbook. Perhaps even some of the employability people don't know that I am in the industry. Okay, I've been in the marketing profession for 40 years.
You looking for someone?
Yeah, always. Okay, so let me tell you the secret. When we go to our conferences and we talk about employing younger marketers, bringing what everybody agrees is that if the student has an undergraduate or postgraduate degree and they have the professional qualification, we must give them an interview. 100%. We will give you an interview. I'm talking about we in the industry. What we the employers say when we go to our conferences. Our contribution to the industry. We encourage you when you finish your postgraduate. But becoming now, when you guys finish your masters, you, for example, with the CIM, you'll be given exemption from level 1, level 2. You only have to do the final level. That's all. That's 1 year. Maybe 1 year part-time. Okay. Get the professional qualification. That is going to give you the extra power, the extra kick. That will guarantee you an interview. Think about it. Think about it, right?
I think every day.
There are a lot of 24, 25, 26-year-olds right now with master's degrees. Some of them have never done a marketing job before. They don't even know what an advertising plan is. But they have a master's degree from university.
Yeah, but they have to start from
So
somewhere.
can we do along with this course?
Huh?
Along with this course, can we do?
Oh, absolutely. You just apply now and do it. But the only thing is that with the exemptions, I want you to get the exemption. So finish this course. Because otherwise you have to go and do the level 2. The level 2 is 4 subjects and a whole year. But you finish the masters and you only have to go and do the final level.
Isn't this course CIM accredited?
That is your marketing.
It is.
I've been a member for years and years and years.
Just for 1 year. Right?
I joined the Church of Interior Marketing in 1988. Most of you here were not even born.
I was, unfortunately.
All right, so if you don't benefit from any of this thing at all, because this is the theory, I'm giving you the reality, okay?
But we don't have this light, huh?
You have it.
No.
And
This
what
is
about
week,
those
week one, number 2.
Ah,
We're half a week late.
okay. Cool.
What about those roles that advertise as marketing, entry levels, and it's not salary, just based on your, earnings, based on your, it's a commission, it's just based on commission. That's it.
Oh, that's sales
On the
job.
target.
You can do it. I did sales.
Because you could
in the
learn
90s.
negotiation,
Yeah.
communication skills,
Oof.
knowing people,
And sales.
networking.
I hate like that.
I feel that every marketer needs to cut their teeth in sales. It's good training, but you can't be a marketer and you can't sell. I did sales, but my advice is if you go into a sales role, don't stay there for more than 1 year. I said 6 months, but maybe the 6 months is too short. 1 year. If you're going to go into a sales role, do that for only 1 year. Remember this thing that I'm telling you.
1 year. Yeah.
1 year.
I'm thinking good work because
Otherwise,
and a marketing interview.
yes, okay. Otherwise, you're not going to go into mainstream marketing management. You're going to get stuck in sales. And then you keep enjoying the targets, enjoying the bonuses, and before you realize you're 50 years old and you're a sales manager and you're on something like 55,000. Whereas if you go and become a marketing manager, yeah, by the time you're 50 years old, you're already a marketing director and you'll be on 80,000, 75,000, 80,000. So that's why I'm saying that the sales route, they just give you the basic, but also, everybody hear me out, okay? You will burn out. I'm telling you from my heart. Okay? But by the time you've done sales for 5 years, one day you're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to tell your husband and wife, I don't want to go to work today. If I go to work today, I will die. Yes, you're just going to run out of energy. Sales is too intense. Okay? So I love you guys, yeah, like my kids. Don't do sales for more than 1 year. It's easy because I need to be blunt with you. They will use you. They will use your experience. Sales, they give you a basic commission of 27,000 and they grind you to death. Because they keep giving you targets that you need to hit. And you find yourself working late into the night, calling clients, traveling to Manchester, Birmingham, chasing 100,000 task business left, right, and center. That's going to drive you complete. Take my advice, okay?
Yeah, fuck.
I've done this all my life. That's the industry I know like the back of my hand. So do sales 1 year. Then all the time that you're doing sales, keep applying for marketing positions. Okay? And then because you're a salesperson, when you go to the interview, you will walk the interview because you have developed the sales gap. Then people are going to look at you with their eyes wide open. They're going to say, wow, we want to employ this person. Because what sales does for you is sharpens you. You talk to people, people will be scared of you. Because you're just rattling the marketing. They say, oh my goodness, I've got to employ this person. So the sales will do you good. I don't stay there for more than 1 year, okay? This job here, advertising executive, this is a job within the advertising. Oh, okay, there's a third way. Okay, so one marketing job within a company, within an organization, within the marketing department, right? That's one. Second type of job you go for is a marketing role within an advertising agency. That's the second one. And the third one, which I also strongly recommend, especially when you finish your masters and you do your CIF or you do your IPA or you do your CIPR, whichever one that you want to do, or you do your IDM, consultancy, working in consultancy. Yeah. Like the big three. Yeah. You know who the big three are? PricewaterhouseCoopers, Deloitte, and Accenture. Okay. These are the three big global consultancies in the world. They always have vacancies because as of now, this year, there will be several thousands of people who are retiring. So people move into the role and they just move. And they employ a lot of graduates. Usually what they do is they employ a lot of graduates who are young boys and girls. They come in first class from some university, second class, second upper 2-1. They just employ them, they put them in the training, they pay them 25,000 a year, they just put them in training like sheep, but they send them around, go to meetings, doing all this kind of thing. And then by the time they get into their 30s, they start giving them managerial roles. So by the time they get into their 40s, they're now like a senior consultant or maybe a director. Then some of them earn more than 100,000. I've trained students who were earning more than 120,000. My students that I train who are earning more than 120,000 as consultants, plus bonuses. So those are the three companies. There are maybe smaller consultancies that are up and coming, not the big three, but other ones that are up and coming that you can also try. Okay. There's another thing that I want to tell you. I want you to look me in the eye. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to be very brutal with you, okay? With the consultants, if you're struggling, by the time you finish the masters, you've done profit, and you're not getting a job within a year, start applying for the consultant. These big three, they have offices in your home country, right? Your home country, like India, wherever you guys come from, your home country. When you're going with a degree, the master's from here, and the professional qualification from it, and you apply to your home country, you're coming from London, you get the job. You get a job before they give it to the people. Work there for a while, a couple of years, then go to your boss and say, boss, I left my family in London. I meet them, so if you can speak to the London office, I want to transfer when there's a vacancy there.
Yeah, good.
So when a vacancy comes up in London, you will already be working in the Delhi office for 2 years. You have a lot of experience. You've dealt with multi-million-pound contracts. Boom. They say, look, a role has come in London to look after the Asia office, because there's an office in London here that looks after the Asia office. You've worked in India, you have experience. They don't have a lot of people there who have Indian experience. I've recommended you to the manager, so they're going to give you a call. Make sure you perform well in the interview. You perform well in the interview. You've already worked in London before. You've lived in London. Boom. You're on the next flight back. Okay. So remember this for me. Everybody, when you come to school, put your phone on silent. Because sometimes when you're teaching something and it's going to the students, and then the phone rings and everybody forgets what you're saying. So remember this trick. Will you remember this trick for me?
Yes.
Okay. When you finish and you do the professional qualification, 6 months or a year, you're struggling, you're not finding a job. Start applying to the consultancies in your home country.
Is that qualification level 7? You see here.
Which one?
Different levels. The CNM.
CIM?
Yeah, level 7, level 4, level 6. So which level is that?
Level 7. This is your course. This course is a level 7 course.
Yeah.
So it's a postgraduate course, yeah? So they will give you exemptions from the level 5 and the level 6, which is the intermediate one. So you only do the final. You only do the final level.
Okay.
Okay. Take your time and read through it well, and look at the requirements and the exemptions section. Okay. And you see when you have a master's, you'll be exempted from ABC. Yeah. If you have some questions, then you can come back later. So take your time and go down and read.
Yeah.
Do you like my strategy? Yeah.
It does make sense.
Yeah. I mean, what I'm teaching you, try that. Of course, because it's very competitive to get into the consultancies in the UK, because they employ the younger boys and girls. They pay them a small amount and they use them like, but they have the energy. They don't care. They'll run around. They do the, But you guys, you can't do what the 22-year-olds or 23-year-olds can do. So there you go. But if you want to work in advertising, the advertising account executive, this is the lowest job in the advertising agency. When I say lowest, it's not an insult, but I mean the starting point. You can also be a data analyst, if you like, but a lot of students with degrees in economics are giving this kind of work rather than people with marketing training. You guys are too good. You know too much. to just go and be a data analyst and crunching numbers behind the computer. That's a waste of your time.
Data analysis, we need to use software for the
Yeah,
analyze.
Yeah, sometimes they have their own proprietary software because of data protection. They write their software for themselves.
Yeah.
So you use
No,
not a proprietary. And data analyst, yeah. So you know how Accenture can write a report on consumer behavior or customers in a particular sector. You know that's what the consult. This is what they do for a living. You will crunch the numbers, and the manager above you is going to use your numbers to prepare a report for a client. All right. Look at this one. Copywriters. Again, why would I employ somebody with a master's in marketing to be a copywriter? Who would you employ to be a copywriter? Somebody with an English degree. An English degree from Leeds. Okay? And then maybe some sort of digital marketing degree or something, digital marketing qualification. But do you know who a copywriter is, ladies and gentlemen? Who is a copywriter? Can somebody explain what copywriter is? You're doing marketing.
I work with copywriters.
Well, who are they?
They were copywriters and I was a manager.
What is copywriting?
They prepare different texts, yes.
All
different
content.
times. Yes, all the content for the website, written.
Everything written, basically.
So, in marketing and in advertising, everybody listen. The text of any marketing communication is referred to as copy. Okay.
They even don't text. They just match different texts from different resources.
Yeah, and I mean AI is writing copy, which is really annoying because it's rubbish.
Yeah.
So copywriting, let's say that copywriting is creative.
Yes.
You need a human to copyright. It's a creative. You can't just, AI will recommend a text, but I look at what the AI has written and say, no human being is going to connect with that.
And you need to have the talent for that.
No. And then plus some of the slogans that have really become very successful, like Nike's, just do it. Yeah. Only a human being can do that. AI cannot do that.
No.
The AI will think it's stupid. Right?
AI cannot connect with the customers on
the feelings.
The
feelings.
They think they can, but they can't.
Yeah, but not emotionally. That's why the copywriters do. They write captivating text that people can relate to.
And also, you need to understand your customers to write good copy. You need to understand how your customers' minds work. So there's a lot of psychology also in copy, which AI doesn't know how to do. So copywriting is, but you need to have very good English. Again, some of the most successful slogans like Guinness is good for you, which has gone down in marketing history as one of the most successful slogans of all time, because it created a whole generation of people in the world who believe that Guinness, the drink, contains some ingredients that's going to make you healthier. But there are no ingredients in Guinness. It's only alcohol. So it's going to make you drunk. However, in fact, some people believe that if you're a pregnant woman and you drink Guinness, the baby is going to be so happy. The baby is going to grow up, become a beautiful baby. And you're going to be healthier.
In the end, the customer believes it's true.
Huh?
In the end, the customer believes it's true.
So, and I mean, when you see the drink, when you're pouring, you see this dark, rich thing. It's full of nutrients. It's a lie. It's alcohol. You're going to get drunk and you're going to misbehave and disgrace yourself.
That's sales gimmick.
Yeah. But however, in the 1970s, when the slogan was created, Guinness is good for you, it became the most successful slogan of all time in marketing. Because it actually created a generation of whole people, the baby boomers and the ones who follow them. That whole generation believed that drinking Guinness is going to do something good for them. All right. What about this one? Would you like to do this job as well? Digital marketer. It's a very vague kind of what the digital marketer. I know a lot of young boys and girls in digital marketing, they've never stepped into a marketing lecture classroom. They're using tools and all sorts of things, algorithms and software, and they're writing. Like some of the copywriters, some of them have never been to a marketing lecture. But But the most important thing in digital marketing and copywriting is that you need to understand your customers. You need to understand how your customers' minds work. Do you understand these things? SEO, PPC, search engine optimization, pay-per-click, yes or no? Okay, all right. So I'm not going to waste your time with those things. What about this one? That's an easy job. Marketing researcher, yeah. Okay. You can apply to become a member of the MRS, the Market Research Society. That's another professional body for marketing researchers. So if you like to do research, but if you're looking for work and you can't find one, you can get a job doing marketing research. But look at the MRS website, the Marketing Research Society website, and apply to become a member. See if you can get the qualification if you fancy marketing research, if you fancy that kind of work. Then apply to be an MRS member. Do the qualification. It's very easy to get the qualification. And you pass, and then you become a member, a student member, or a professional member of the MRS. Yeah? Are you still here with me? So, PPC specialist, this is data marketing.
Pay-per-click.
Pay-per-click. The people who do this for a living, and so just bear in mind that these jobs are there. Public relations officer. Is anybody here who fancies doing public relations in your career? Who wants to go into public relations?
My housemate is doing it and no thanks.
You'll be good at public relations. You want to go into public relations?
Maybe.
You will be excellent. I'm a good judge of people because I've done this so many times. I can tell the character of the person. Somebody's going to be a good public relations. You need to have you need to be a diplomat. And yet you need to be able to read people very well in PR, and you should never lose your temper. Okay? You should be the most temperate person. You can't do public relations.
I know.
Yeah. Look, you're all my kids. I know all of you. This particular baby girl of mine, she can't do public. I know her.
How do you know?
Huh?
How do you know?
I know her, but she agreed with me.
Yeah.
I've known her for too long. But she is so competent. If I'm running an organization, I make this woman my marketing manager. She'll make so much money. She'll go to negotiation and scare the people. This one. She will go to negotiation. She will scare the people. She will get what she wants before she walks out of that room. This one.
Only one way.
I'm going to do it smiling at them.
Yeah, exactly. This one, she's a killer. This one. But this one, this is a PR consultant. Yeah. When everybody's angry, she said, everybody come together. I have a solution for you.
That's right.
Yeah. And she will sweet talk everybody. Everybody will put their signature on the thing, and she should go. This is this one.
Okay, cool.
All right. So if you fancy going into public relations, then think about doing the CIPR qualification, the Chartered Institute of Public Relations. All right. PR officers have a starting salary rising to 40,000. Okay, but this is kind of junior to middle roles. When you go into directorship, your salary starts going 150,000, 200,000. They earn serious money. These people. SEO specialist again, search engine optimization. This is technical.
Keywords.
I did one course online.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, there are a lot of courses, but this is technical. You don't have to be a marketer to do this job. Seriously.
This is my problem. I'm very technical of my life.
Just do this. You do this. Do this.
Yeah, but
Sometimes they do a lot of research and
Google Analytics.
Yeah, but who
So
does
much.
SEO these days? It's a software that does it.
It's too much.
I did it.
no, it's okay.
Yeah, but
Analytics.
it's a software.
Uh,
It's not something you can do manually, right?
Yes,
uh,
backlinking is
no,
the-
I use software because it saved me so much time.
Of course.
You can do it manually, but
Who does SEO manually? I was doing SEO manually in 2005.
Ha!
oh, seriously?
Yes,
There were no
You don't have tools at that time, no?
me. I was developing websites from scratch using very, very rudimentary software. And I was still making cascading style sheets, and I was coding some HTML coding. I was doing some backend stuff. Yeah, PayPal integration in those days. PayPal, you know, they didn't have Shopify in those days. We had PayPal. I was designing websites and doing PayPal integration and doing SEO. SEO was very basic. Google Analytics was just beginning. Listen to this. At that time, there was no social media. Can you imagine? So I've done that a lot. But today, nobody is doing the crazy stuff I was doing anymore. I used to sit down in my office and work till 4 o'clock in the morning.
So does this PIM offers SEO courses?
This is the SEO will be part of a course called digital marketing. So when you do digital marketing course, you learn about the SEO we learn in university, the theory. The practical one you need to do like certain online courses and then get the certificate. You can do it online.
Yeah, I did it online, I think from HubSpot or
Some
SEMrush. Yeah, I can't remember.
It's very easy. I don't do that anymore. Now I pay people to do it for me, right? But you got to remember, in the early days when I started, social media manager, yes or no? Anybody?
I worked with that before.
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah.
What do they call them these days? Content. What they call it? Content creators, right? Believe me, this is serious business now. This is where the money is being made. You find 25-year-olds and they're doing this sort of thing to scare you. They will code a whole website in about half an hour and they just do the web content and they just upload it and it goes live. It's crazy out there. I have a friend who introduced me to my current web designer. I want somebody to guess where my web designer is.
Kosovo.
Oh, you're close.
Mine is in
Kosovo. Yours is Kosovo. India. My web designer is in India. Yeah. He's in India. But how I got to know this guy was because a friend of mine, he was just doing businesses. Do you know what he was doing? He was creating hundreds of websites and he was just putting all sorts of affiliate content on his website. He had about 300 websites. And so this guy was building the websites for him. I said I wanted somebody to do the website because I was tired of coding my own website. And then we moved from, HTML, we moved from HTML to Web 1.0. So then we started coding in a new web language rather than just HTML coding like what I was doing in the early 2000s, right? So Himanshu Patel, he's my web designer. He just designs hundreds of websites for this guy. And the guy is making money just by putting affiliate content. All right. So if you want that sort of job, here are some salaries. They're not very high. Between 20 and 45,000, depending on your experience in the company that you work for. Yeah. But anybody fancy this sort of thing? Yeah. Yes or no? London salaries tend to be a little bit higher than if you go to the home counties or you go to Midlands or Northern England. These are the sort of salaries.
But they're still low. They're still low. Why they're so low?
They're not low. I mean, look at this one. In 2000, these are 2002 numbers. Now, sales directors, it's a title I hate as a marketer. It really annoys me. There should be nothing like a sales director. It's a
what is it?
Oxymoron. But here's a sales director earning in 2025, 98,000. So directors generally earn from 50,000 upwards, right? Depending on the size of the organization. But if you are sales director for, say, Mercedes Benz, you're going to win something like that. Or for, you work with, you're sales director for something like, all these lifts. You can travel up and down the lifts, yeah? That sort of thing, yeah. You'll be on something like 98,000. But if you doubt the lifts for this building, they get a contract to do the lift for this building. They may charge something like, $1 million or 1.5 million for the lifts in this building. So it's good money. And so they get a lot of commission as well. What else is there? Marketing salaries. Marketing salaries are going up like 3.5% average every year. Okay.
Increase every year.
Has any of you earned 50,000 before? Any of you here, any role earned 50,000?
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah. So you hope you should be aiming for that. By the time you finish your degree, I remember my first job when I came out of university. I was on 21,000. This was 1990s, okay. And then after working with the company for 2 years, my salary went straight up to 45,000. So it doesn't mean that because you start with 21 that you're going to, I was only 45,000 because I worked very, very hard. You got to work hard. There's a fourth way. Are you ready for the fourth way? Yeah, everybody look at me. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
The fourth way. So I work for somebody like mad. I mean, when I say working like mad, I mean working like crazy. For 45,000. I had a company car, a totally seriously executive car, all paid for. The tires of the car was like this. Just the car. It was a big one. And with a company pension and everything. But I said to her, one day, I want everybody to look at me. I'm going to tell you a story, but keep it secret between you and me, okay? Don't tell anybody. I was going to work one morning like 8 o'clock. What I'm going to tell you is going to shock you. Are you ready to be shocked? Are you ready?
Yep.
I was going to work one morning about 8 o'clock in the morning. I burst into tears. I was tired. I was working so hard. I was on my way to the train station. I don't know what came over me. It was almost like something inside me just went. Yeah. I found myself crying like a baby. Yes, I've never cried like that before. I would just cry. And I got to the train station. I said, I've got to do something about it. A year later, I set up my own company. Okay? And the year after I set up my company, I paid myself £100,000. I worked hard for my own strength, my own energy. I paid myself 100,000. From working for somebody like a slave for 45,000 to working for myself, my first salary was 100,000. Okay. So what I'm also telling you that there's the fourth way. You either work within the advertising agency or within the organization or within a consultancy or set up your own business. I have to be very blunt with you. Do not be afraid of setting up your business. It costs only £35 to register your company in the United Kingdom. And you have a company. Okay? When I left my job that I was earning 45,000 to my own office, I just went to my job. Yeah, I took my car there, opened the boot, put all my stuff in the boot, and I drove straight to my own office in London Bridge. My own office. And I set up, because while I was working there, the last few months, I did the contract, I got the office, I bought the computers, I equipped the office with everything, and I didn't have to take a loan from anybody. I did the office completely. So when I moved from that building, I went straight to my new building and I started work. So if you need advice, if you want to start your own business, you need. I don't just want to be your lecturer. I also want to be your what? Mentor. Yeah. Even though I'm teaching you guys here in this university, I'm still the chief executive of a company. Okay? An energy company. And I'm doing it very, very seriously. It's not like a side hustle. It's a proper thing. And believe you me, I have branches in about 7 countries in the world right now. Can I get out of university? I tried. I got out of university between like 2009 to about 2015. And then I had already set up the business. There were people working for me. I wasn't traveling too much and I had so much time on my hands. And the guy who was working in this university came to say, Chris, what are you doing sitting at home with all your knowledge? There's a university called Anglo-Rusty University. They just started. They're struggling. Okay, they need a marketing person. Can you come and help me, please? I need you. That's how I came here. And I've been here 10 years now, part time. Because I love Remember, I had my own training company before the energy business started, and I left the training. So the training is in my blood. I can maybe one day I'll stop. So I also want to encourage you to set up your own company. It's very easy. All right. With the knowledge that you've acquired at master's level, I don't see any reason why you can't run your own business. How many people believe they can run their own business? Raise your hand. How many people believe they can run their own business? Yeah, some of you are not confident. Everybody can run a business. I mean, when I say run your own business, I'm not asking you to go and set up a shop and buy soft drink and sell soft drinks and chewing gum. That's not what I'm talking about. Yeah, like a consultancy. Yeah, or something. But I'm now in energy business. You guys can make money. Somebody is now approaching me with water filters, just machines that clean water, and you can sell it to countries, the millions of pounds. You can sell energy. You can sell anything, but do something that sells in millions. Don't do something that sells in thousands or tens of thousands. You're going to work too hard. Go a master's degree. Go for a product that you can sell several million a year, several $1 million a year. That's the sort of product. I know there's kind of fear on your face, but you can do it. Okay. All right. So there's something here about the hierarchy of effects. This is like a consumer behavior part of marketing in this particular lecture. That's why I can't skip it. Especially if you haven't done marketing before, this is supposed what is called the hierarchy of effect. This is from some people called Lavige and Steiner, 1969. Yeah? Lavige DGE and Steiner, 1969. And they came up with this model because they say that this is the way that you convince the customer to buy. You, the organization, you, the marketer, this is how you convince the customer. First of all, you create awareness. Yeah, you create awareness. That awareness will lead to knowledge in the customer's mind. That is the cognitive part. The cognitive part is, who understand the word cognitive? Cognition. What does it mean?
Something that you can
Thinking. Cognition is thinking. So this is the thinking part of influencing. You give them information for them to process in their head. Then the middle here, you see the word affective. Affective means emotion.
Emotional.
Feel. So this is about thinking. This is about feeling. And behavioral, sometimes called cognitive, is about behavioral. So you convince people, you make people buy something. You see, awareness, knowledge, liking, preference, conviction, and purchase. So you put an advert out there for a new product. People, right now, the new product in town now is the Samsung Galaxy S25. It was launched last week. So all the adverts are going out there to create awareness. That is going to give knowledge. The key thing about this new phone is that it's an AI machine in your hand. It can run your entire life just by you talking to it, and it can do your diary, it can remind you of things, it can make appointments for you, it can summarize like I'm talking to you now, this my phone I could switch it on. I could actually do that in class. When I come to class, I'll just switch it on, just leave it here. And as I'm talking, it's writing everything. And when I finish the lecture, I'll ask AI to summarize everything that I've told, and it will be a file, and I can just send it to you. This thing can do that. It's AI. So the new one, this is the S24. I've had it for less than a year. But the new one, S25, it's taking all this I'm saying now to another level. Okay. So you create awareness, tell the world about that, then that'll give them knowledge. Now they know what this thing can do. Yes or no? Then the next thing is liking. They will like the product. Preference means they will compare it with other products and they will prefer your one. Then conviction means that they now make a decision inside of them that they're going to buy this product. Finally, they walk into the shop or they go online and they buy it. So this is like a consumer decision-making process, but other consumer decision-making processes, like say the Howard Schultz model, they just tell you how consumers make decisions. This one is about how you influence them. Yeah? And there's another one by Russell Coley, 1960, called Dagmar. But that's also a kind of another one, how you use advertising in a sequential way. Yeah? And the other one by St. Elmo Lewis.
Chris, quick question. Sorry.
This young man is struggling to settle down. What's going on there? Settle down. Settle down.
Looking the pace.
Settle down. What place are you looking at?
The traditional.
Traditional
The
what?
pace.
The slides. He need to know. He's looking for the this PowerPoint.
All right. He's struggling to settle down this morning. Don't worry. Calm down. Settle down. You find it. All right. So yeah. What was the question again?
You say cognitive is thinking and affective is feeling, and the last one is
action. Doing.
Action.
Yeah. Doing or action. So that's the cognitive. So something else I need to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. This one I don't want you to do. When you combine these three things, listen to me very carefully. What I'm about to say. Don't forget. When you combine these three things, those are the components of what we call attitude. Attitude. Yeah. So when your customers have a positive attitude towards your brand, they will buy your brand if they have a positive attitude towards it. But how the attitude is created is through this hierarchy of effects. It means you, the organization, you continue to communicate with them, and as you're communicating with them, you're taking them down a hierarchy. Hierarchy means you're moving from one level to another level. This word hierarchy means you're taking the customer from one level to another level. So first, you give them awareness, they get knowledge from that. Then you take them from that level to the next level. So that's the cognitive level. Then you bring them to the affective level. You make them think about it. Then you make them feel about it. Then you make them act on their feelings. This is how attitude acts. So sometimes somebody will ask you, what are the three components of attitude? The three components of attitude are the cognitive component, the thinking component of attitude, the not effective, affective component, that is feel, and the cognitive component or the behavioral, that is acting. So you think, you feel, then you act. Yeah. Yes or no?
Yep.
You like this model? Yeah. If you want to go and read on it further, go and research Lavich and Steiner 1969. Okay, write it down for your postgraduate student. Go and research.
And this model works for all the businesses? It
works for not all businesses, but this is about human beings.
Okay.
We human beings behave like this.
So in general.
Generally.
Yeah.
Generally. There are always exceptions to the rule.
You can apply in different scenarios.
That is why, look, I don't trouble undergraduate students with this, but you are postgraduate students, so see? Look at it, look at it here. What are the problems with this model? That people do not always go through these stages when they make a decision.
Yes, some of the steps are skippable.
Yeah. Sometimes you see something in a shop window. Okay, especially ladies, you see this red dress in a shop window, and you're going, I want it. And then you just walk into the store and buy it. So it means they skip this one, they skip that, and
yeah, of course. You don't need to use that.
You don't have inclusion in the hierarchy.
Have you guys heard about love at first sight? How many people are living with somebody now, married with somebody, or in a relationship with somebody where it was love at first sight? Anybody here like that? Yeah, what's wrong with you people? I mean, you're not romantic. Is there nobody here who met their partner? Was it love at first sight? The way that young lady go ahead and hand it, I can tell you're in love. The way she's doing that. Oh, I'm feeling. Anyway, but so sometimes
Take care of your students.
so sometimes you can have a scenario like that people do not always do. So that's some of the problem. But we could look at this sort of in a sort of an academic way. A lot of people also look at the way. So these are different models by different people, but they follow the same principle that human beings go through a sequential. So listen to this and write it down. These are sequential models. Sequential models of customer behavior. Sequential. 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 But the shell is a T. Sequential.
With Q.
One of the sequential models of customer behavior. Sequential model of customer behavior. Have you guys heard of AIDA model?
Yeah, I did it.
Who hasn't heard of AIDA model? Raise your hands. There's nothing to get. Have not. Have not heard of it. Have not.
And the dogma as well, you mentioned.
Yeah, dogma at Russell Cole in 1960. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's mainly about advertising. But it was all kind of still sequential. Then the AIDA model is St. Elmo Lewis, 1900. But I learned it many years ago as Strong, 1920. But they said, Elmo Lewis did it first in 1900. But it's a very popular model, AIDA, which is this is another sequential one, which some marketers have come up with as a kind of a funnel. So you start with broad issues and you narrow it down to specifics. That's they call it a funnel. So awareness, consideration, and decision is a funnel. I'm aware of the situation, then I'm considering it, then I'm narrowing my options, and I eventually decide I'm going to get the iPhone 16 Pro Max right here. I narrow all my options. This model tends to be used for things like digital marketing.
Yeah, you said before, yeah.
I said that.
Yeah.
So that's what digital marketing. If you look at the work of people like Chaffee and Smith.
Oh.
Chaffee and Smith 2020, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They talk about attracting, engaging, monetizing, and then repeat. Yeah, it's like a cycle. So these are you're going to meet some of these models as well. So have you noticed that in week 1 we're picking up marketing concepts because we're trying to fill in the gaps for those of you who are coming into the postgraduate program without a marketing background. Yeah. All right. So integrated marketing communication. What is the meaning of it? All right. I'm going to do integrated marketing communication in 10 minutes, okay? Watch this. The one company can do advertising, they can do sales promotion, they can do direct marketing, personal selling. Personal selling is salespeople, face-to-face salespeople. And they can also do public relations. Or you can do digital marketing, and you can do social media marketing. All these things need to be integrated. They need to be integrated. So look at the work of people like Chris Phil and Sarah Temple, yeah? 2019, 2023, yeah? So they talk about integration means make sure that all these tools are working together in harmony. If you can remember that for me, that's integrated marketing communications in 1.5 minutes. What it means, you're doing the advertising should reinforce the sales promotion or vice versa. They should work together with the direct marketing like email marketing or text marketing or something like that.
SEO? SEO?
SEO? But SEO comes out of this, so think more digital marketing rather than SEO.
Okay.
So listen, you're doing advertising, you're doing sales promotion, you're doing direct marketing, personal selling, public relations, or the digital marketing, including search. Do you know, everybody listen to this information very carefully. Most big companies now are allocating up to 50% of the marketing communication budget on search. Do you know what search is?
Yeah, because the people use more digital shops.
Guys, let's go buy something, yeah? What should we buy? Somebody give me something to go
We
buy.
should look at Chelsea FC the first, so we can go buy some merchandise.
Yeah.
That would be too narrow.
No,
It will take us straight to that website, which will be narrow. I want something that I want a product that has a lot of competitors.
holiday. We want to buy holiday.
You want my holiday? Excellent. So let's go looking for a holiday, yeah? Where do you want to go?
Bali.
Holiday to Bali. It's a very popular destination, I won't lie to you. So there's Bali. Alright. So alright. So you see something here called sponsored.
Yeah, they're paying for that to be.
That's sponsored ad.
Yeah. It means they paid some money into an account that they have with Google. Maybe let's say £150,000. It's in their account with Google. And they've written an algorithm that Google can recognize that if anybody comes to Google searching for a holiday to Bali, let my name appear first. Or let my name appear at the top.
Okay.
And then, but I don't want to waste their money. But if I click on that, Google is going to charge me. But they've already paid money already. They're appearing here. Google is already charging them for it. Okay? That's what we call them. So these links are called sponsored links.
So the sponsored advert or links.
Sponsored links. These are called sponsored links. So it's an advert in a way. But in digital marketing we call them sponsored links. Because and then watch this. Is this one also sponsored?
Yep, yes.
So is this one?
And this one? No.
Is this one sponsored?
No.
What do you call this result? Is it a sponsored link or
Organic?
So you guys have done digital marketing.
Organic.
So don't let me waste your time to teach you.
No, I haven't.
Or you have. So these are sponsored, and these ones are organic search results. It means they have got here. They have been listed through
SEO.
search engine optimization. The website has got algorithms. Well, keywords were 20 years ago, okay? But they still have keywords, specific words, and specific content that will make something we call the Google spiders. The spiders are little micro programs running around the world at terrific speed. And all they're doing is just collecting. They're crazy. I don't know if it's... I think it's a form of witchcraft. Because the way this thing happens, you can't explain it to anybody. Even in a data marketing class, that there are little softwares running around the world looking at every website in the world. And there are billions of websites in the world. And these Google bots are absolutely everywhere. So the minute you start saying, okay, there's something else I want to show you. I don't know whether it came up here or it didn't come up here. But what Google used to display, why is it not here? Normally they will display how many seconds it took the algorithm to find you these results. And these results will probably be like 67,000 results or something like that. And it takes Google algorithm about 0.3 of a second. I mean, if this is not witchcraft, I don't know what it is. Yeah. You understand? So, but then you come up with all these things. So, what was I even teaching before I came here? That's the world that we live in, right? So search engine optimization. If you can't do it, don't worry about it. Pay somebody to do it for you. But what they'll do is they'll create your website, they'll write the content, and they'll put in. When you design a website, the software that you use to design a website has got. When you're designing like you're doing like desktop publishing, like you're creating a newspaper. Put it anyway. And there is a place in the software where you click, where you can put keywords. You can dump a lot of keywords. And these days, nobody does it manually. The software within the web creation software can do it for you.
Well, apart from that, you need to give good description about the content and the SEO tool or whatever.
No, don't get me into that mood. I'm going to start throwing technical stuff at you. But there's something called the bots are looking for what's called the index.html. The index.html is your homepage. Yeah, unless you're coming from somewhere, an affiliate link, that will be a landing page for that link. And one of the ways your website can be ranked, this is called ranking. One of the ways your website can be ranked if you have lots of inbound links. If there are a lot of other websites pointing to your website.
Backlink.
Mentioning you.
Yes, mentioning you. That actual links were, all right, for example, I mean, you see these guys who do like product reviews, right? And then when they review the product, then they said, buy it from Amazon. And if you click that link, it will take you to the landing page. It's called a landing page of that product on Amazon's website.
Yeah, but that's a backlink. Huh?
Yeah, well, sometimes they call them backlink, but the correct name is inbound links. I don't know why you guys you're spoiling the internet. People want shortcuts, right? They don't want to call the thing like what it's called. Anyway, so it will bring you to a landing page of Amazon, and then that website gets a commission. Do you understand, ladies and gentlemen? That's how people make money on the internet. So you can go and review things. You can even go and review baby nappies. Just review different ones, Pampers, Huggies, this one. And after each review, put buy from Amazon. That link is called an affiliate link. But here is the thing, and I want everybody to listen carefully. You see that innocent link sitting there on that person's website, which will take you to Google. If you clicked on it, it will take you to Google. That link is live. It's not a dead link. The spiders will see it as a line running from that website to Amazon. Even though nobody has clicked on it, the fact that it's colored blue means it's a live link. So the spiders will see how many live links, and they're doing all this in 0.3 of a second. I mean, are you guys not scared?
Yes.
In 0.3 of a second, they can go around the entire world and find links that are pointing to your website. And the more links are pointing to your website, the higher the ranking. And another thing is that your website has got to be constantly being updated. That's why if you say I want to buy a computer, Caris will probably come up first. The reason is that Caris is always updating the website. And the algorithms also look for websites that are acquiring new content all the time, and they rank it high. So there's so many things that you can do to let your website appear here. Like these guys. Who are the guys with the first link? The organic link. What are they? Chewy. Yeah. This company is doing very well, by the way. I don't have time to share a lot of case studies with you, but they're doing very well.
They did very well, but it's not in the first position.
No, but you got to see where they're coming from. You know, in the old Thompson days, you know, before it became Chewy, you know, I mean, they were going out of business. You know, and then they got new leadership, and then see where the organization is. It's top
used to be Thompson.
Yeah, that's the old Thompson. Yeah. Okay. So that's what, and then Virgin Atlantic. I have used Virgin Holidays before, ladies and gentlemen. They're actually amazing. People don't know that. Yeah, plan your entire holidays with Virgin. I did it, including car hire, hotel, my flights around the country, all the other places I traveled. They're all in one package. They're really, really good. They do very well. There's the Bali holidays from Emirates. I mean, the airlines are into holidays now. And there's Thomas Cook. Yeah. All right. So that's what it's so. All your data marketing, all your traditional marketing, advertising, promotion, brand marketing, personal selling, public relations, data marketing, social media, all of them need to be working together in harmony. When that happens, we call it integrated marketing communication. Okay, just remember that. All your marketing communication should be integrated. They must work together in harmony. Another aspect of integration I need to tell you about is that all the entities involved in the marketing communication, including the advertising agency, the production companies, the media companies that you're working with, and everyone else, all these entities also need to work in harmony. So there are 3 levels of integration. First, integrate the tools. I think I need to write on the board because a lot of you, the way you're looking at me, I think I need to write them. Okay,
Yes, please.
So integration can happen on some different levels. I try to write above the second half of the screen. So integration. Yeah, that's IMC. Yeah.
IMC.
Integrated marketing communication will happen on certain level. We'll integrate the tools, the media, and the content. You integrate that. Then you integrate. So here, this one here, these tools here. Okay, let me list them here for you. The tools are advertising. If you can't read, just listen to me and write it. This one is sales promotion. Yes or no? Then you have direct marketing, like direct mail. Direct marketing. Then you see personal selling. Did you see the job that says sales director? That sales director runs a team of salesmen and saleswomen. That job of running a sales team and then go out to sell is called personal selling. Face to face, yeah? Personal selling. Personal selling doesn't mean one person selling something, no. Personal selling means face to face selling. And this is public relations. Public relations also goes in there. And then you have the list continues. You also have your social media marketing. Social media, you also have your digital communications, like search. Don't forget, did I say to you that companies are now spending half of their marketing budget on search? Yes or no? That's why I went online to show you the search. Half of their marketing budget is going on search. And we also need to integrate internal functions. Yeah? Internal functions within the organization also need to integrate. Everybody has to be on board. Everybody on board. Internal functions, HR needs to be on board. Finance needs to be on board. Research and development needs to be on board. Production has to be on board. Everybody in the organization has to be on board. All managers at different levels. All the internal functions and levels within the organization should also be integrated. You should get them involved in your marketing communication. Finally, external agencies, yeah, including production companies and support external agencies and support companies. They also should be integrated. All of you should work together to create the marketing communication that's going to go out. Can I give you an example of a support company? Yes or no?
Insurance.
But it could be an insurance company.
Right.
But have you guys been driving at night when you see this van? It stops by the big billboard. It removes the old billboard and he pulls out of his van a roll. And he unfurls the roll with glue and then paste it on the billboard, and you have a new billboard for people to look at the next morning. That's a production company. They are not involved in the creation of the advertising at all. The creative team designed it on a big iMac computer. Yeah, they do all the bits and bobs. When they finish, then they just send the graphic, the image, the picture to a production company. And they have HP printers. Ladies and gentlemen, that thing you see on the billboard is made by an HP printer. You know the size of the printer is like this roof. The printer is like this roof. It's big. So all these rolls you see on billboards are actually physically printed. Every single one of them is printed. And then they make it into a roll. And they give it to somebody in a van. and they go in the middle of the night and they paste it on the board. So these are all support companies that do. Imagine you go and shoot an advert in Bali. Well, people like to shoot an advert there. You have to pay a model to dress in bikini and be dancing around. Then you have to take a camera crew with you, fly them there. You got to put them in a hotel. That trip to Bali alone and coming back with that model will probably cost about £350,000. Then you have to pay the model's agency maybe $500,000 or $1 million. If it's a famous musician, they may ask for $2 million. Okay, so that budget alone, just creating that advert, just creating it, a television advert or a YouTube video can cost anything up to £2 million just for creating that. But then when they shoot the picture, you bring the picture to the studio, don't you? Then the studio companies will edit it and remaster it. It needs to be 30 seconds. It's going to ITV, 30 seconds. They'll edit it. Then they put the text. They'll put the text. What the text called? The text that they'll put in the advert. Copy. The words that we see, copy. Yeah? Including what is spoken. What is speaking in the advert is also part of copy. Then you have the imagery being the picture of the lady walking on the beach in Bali, jumping up and down. I think it's in breakdown. Right? So then the production company will do the mixing, the sound mixing, and then produce the advert in 4K quality, and then it's sent to ITV. ITV will charge you £90,000 for 30 seconds, peak time. ITV, yeah. That when you see the advert, when it runs for 30 seconds, the media buying company will buy from ITV for about £90,000 for 30 seconds. You add that to the £2.5 million bill for shooting in Bali, what you paid the celebrity, the camera crew, your hotel costs, traveling, the production when you came to the studio. The studio is a specialist studio, they do the advert. And then if you're going to do posters, the same camera shots in Bali you can also use for the posters. £3 million campaign for 2 weeks. Not bad. All right. But so I need you to know as marketer that a lot goes on with these support companies. And then within the organization also you have to brief everybody. Then the tools, the media, the 3 types of media. Every time we talk about media, think poem. Paid media, owned media, and earned media. That's how you get poem.
Oh yeah, I remember. Poem. Yeah.
Poem.
Yep.
Poem. Yes or no?
Yep.
Poem. That's media. The media comes in here. I'm trying to summarize everything for you to make it easy for you.
So what's poem?
The poem is an acronym for paid media, owned media, and media. M is for media. So media can come as paid, like the ITV one that I told you about. Yeah. If you want one page in the metro for 1 day, £250,000 for 1 day. The metro cover page, yeah, £250,000.
How?
250.
What's the cost and the advertising and the underground inside the small? You remember?
Just the space, the metro newspaper. Only the space, not the production cost, not the design, not the copy. Just buying the media space. So the metro, ITV, Channel 4, the radio station, they are called media, paid media, including of course the search and Google. It's paid media. Then owned media is the media that you own, like your website or your company's own Instagram page, etc. That's your own. You don't pay anybody for that. It's your own media, especially the website. Then earned media are your affiliates.
This is EARN.
Which one? Earned. EARNED. Yeah. That's earned media. Earned media. So paid media, owned media, and earned media.
So what's earned media?
The earned media is affiliates. Yeah. Affiliates. So you are, it's like somebody's advertising on your website, and every time they click on your link, somebody gets paid. I'll explain that. That's the sort of thing I was explaining to you later. Who are the digital people here? Do you know what NVIDIA is? Yeah, affiliate earnings. Yeah. So when we come back, let's play. Let's go and play. When we come back, come and stand here and explain. Play time. Let's go.
You ready now?
Break now.
Yeah.
Ah. Wait, I need to take the picture.
Okay. What was the PowerPoint?
It's week 1, 2. Slide 2. Slide 2. No, week 1.
1.2 is because I'm not having it open it as well.
No, bro. This slide today is week 1. Week 1, and I think I'm not sure is this
No,
one.
listen.
Oh,
Yeah.
1.1. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So I
saying.
don't
Week
have any
2.
open it. He was
Oh.
asking me.
Listen, is it week 2? See?
No,
Is
go
it week
to,
2?
No, go to this slide is week 1.
Week 1?
This
Okay.
slide.
Okay, show me. Where.
Yeah, I was thinking.
It's here.
Okay.
And then
Well, because I
principal
have
international marketing.
open 2 different
No, but
slides.
this one,
Maybe I'm
introduce
confused.
to
Maybe
marketing
there's
or
No.
similar
development
name.
trends.
This is
You still
wait,
working the same
it's this one.
company? The same entity?
Yeah.
Not this one.
7 years now.
Yeah, this one too.
7 years.
Yeah.
This one too. Listen,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
one too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm expanding.